And the first one is wisdom. And when we are talking of wisdom, we are talking about understanding. By the way, we normally say that Solomon was the wisest man in the Bible. And he asked God for what? For wisdom. If you analyze that verse very well, this guy was asking for understanding. And I normally say, if you don't understand how money works, itakuanga inakuja, inakupita, na utabaki kusema hakuna pesa. And yet, V8 ziko kwa barabara, the new model, the newest new plates, number plates. So never say hakuna pesa, semanga sina pesa. Very good. And as you continue, you will realize that money is always there, but because you don't understand how money works, itakuanga inakupita. Then something else about revenue is vision. And the Bible says, in case I mention Bible sana, usichoke na mimi, because most of these things they are in the Bible. It's only that we are very lazy to read. Sawa. Na kumention Bible kusikushtue, we are not in church. Tuko kwa biashara. And they say where there is no vision, people perish. Have you heard people saying that babangu alikuwa tajiri sana lakini siku hizi tunahangaika? Ama nilikuanga tajiri. So it means this guy was doing very well, but somewhere on the line he did not have a vision for his ama her wealth. Tuko pamoja? Something else about revenue is relationship. I want to time myself because I can really talk much. 3:30. This word comes from two words: relation and what? Ship. What is ship? The cargo carrier thing at the sea. And relationship comes from the word relate. Then I ask you, how do you relate to the ship that you have been introduced to? I also call it social capital. We are all here because we have been invited, not by enemy but a friend, meaning that you have a relationship with the person who has invited you here. If you have to do karambe, maybe you kona kashida flani, the first people to think of are your friends, and you'll form a WhatsApp group because you have a relationship, right? So the person who has invited you here, because you have a good relationship, that's why amekualika wapi? So it's always good to know how are you relating to the people around you. And they say on the same, if you hang around with 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th one because of the relationship that you have. But if you hang around with 5 poor people, you'll be the 6th one, whether you like it or not. Because of what? Power of association. Tuko pamoja? Yes. Good. The other one is investment. There are so many ways of investing, and when we invest, we say money is working for us. Money working for you. But our system of education ilituambia someni kwa bidii mtapata kazi nzuri. We are used to work for money. But when COVID came the other day, it proved to us that we are limited. That's why you have to work 8 hours. Then you go and sleep. So if you work for money, it means you cannot work at a particular time. And if you work for money and then you are not working, you are not going to make the money. And when COVID came, many people lost the job because they could not go and work for what? But for the people who money worked for them, they didn't feel it. So learn for money to work for you. Stop working for money. At the time will come, you will not have the energy to work, but still you will need to eat. What will you eat? Tuko pamoja? Na hii kitu ina affect wazee sana. Let me talk of the wanaume. We are very active in life when we are working, but when we retire, because we were working for money and maybe for some reason na kulea watoto na kusomesha watoto, maybe haukujipanga vizuri, and then you stop working, then no money coming, things have changed. Many few men see their 5th birthday after retirement. This is a topic for another day. It's very deep, but as a man you have to think about it, especially when you have the energy. Tuko pamoja? Na hii maneno ya kuambia watoto nitumieni kitu nitawalaani, au kuwasomesha wakutumie pesa. Kwa pamoja, jipange. In fact, you should be the person giving them money even when they are working. So hata wamekuja Christmas, you are giving them money to fuel their car as they go back to work. Si kuanza kuuliza wamekuja na nini. You are not entitled for anything from your kids. If they do, they are looking for what? For blessings. But si eti kukazia watoto maisha that they have to give you and they are struggling. Jipange mapema. At least wamama wako na chama kadhaa, amen. So the other thing is property. And I want to believe this place here, it's one of the best hotel around here, and it's one of the oldest. Sijui mwenyewe ako wapi, sijui anaitwa nini, but I know before we leave this place we are going to pay, because we have to pay for using what? Because it's property. Yeah? Sasa, can every lady say I'm a property owner? I'm a property owner. Men, sijali, sawa. Then number 6. It's money. Kwa pamoja, I want to talk about this. Number 6. Now, when you hear of money, what comes to your mind? You cannot talk about money and you fail to talk about value and currency. I want to illustrate this and say, someone like Uhuru Kenyatta, our outgoing president, if you give him 1 million Kenya shillings, and you pick someone like Biden of US, you also give him 1 million USD. Who is richer than the other? Biden. Reason? And I said your participation will keep me going. Ukiona nimeanza kutetemeka hapa, ujue you are not cooperating. Sasa. So this guy is richer. Because of what? The value. And the value is given by the what? The currency. Sometimes we pray to God to give us money, but we are not specific which money do we want, which currency. And sometimes God is confused na hata tupea pesa yoyo. Alafu utaanza kusema Mungu ajibingi maombi. If I give you 1 million, mom, 1 million Uganda shillings, and I give her 1 million Kenya shillings, probably she might change her life with that. If she plans well, she can do something with that 1 million Kenya shillings. But your 1 million Uganda shillings, maybe ni sapa tu nimekupe, na zote ni nini? Ni 1 million. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Now this word comes from the word current, which means flow, as in kupita. And I normally say, if you don't understand how money works, it will come to you, it will pass, na itaenda. Alafu utabaki kusema hakuna nini? Sawa sawa? Na wale wenye wako nazo utaanza kusema wako Illuminati, wako wash, but the difference between you and them, it's because there is something they know you don't know. Kwa pamoja? Now, in the spirit of money, I want us to check money evolution. Now, as I talk about money evolution, I want us to come back at home and understand different evolutions. When we were growing up, radio zilikuwa zinatumia sahani za kuzunguka, vitu zilikuwa zinakaa plate. Ilikuwa inaitwa nini? That one. Then tukakaa zikaanza kutumia tape. Ile unaweka bairo, una rewind, unaendelea na ngoma. Mimi DJ akiniboni kwanga tu naenda naiba bairo. Bas, haizi endelea na music. Tuko pamoja? Tukakaa kidogo, tukaanza kutumia CD. Ile ukishika vibaya inakuwa na scratch na inakaa ya mtu. Unapea mtoto anaanza kucheza nayo. Now, in the estate, ulikuwa unakaa unasikia probox imefunguliwa kispika juu. Wanaenda wakiuza nini? CD. Do you hear them today? Kwa nini? Yeah? Because radio za siku hizi zinatumia nini? USB, Bluetooth and the rest. So if you were a manufacturer of radio, which radio will you make at this particular time? Yeah, Bluetooth. But somebody who is making radio inatumia tape, no one will buy. Right? So between those two people, one is outdated na mwingine. I get the point. So once you are getting to whatever industry, ask yourself, this industry I'm getting into it, how is it affected by technology? Sasa hivi ama contractor najengea watu kitambo, if you are doing very well in life, ilikuwa inawekwa ile cement either white or red. The others ni kufagia umwage maji ndio kusikue na vumbi, si ndio? Today tukatoka hapo tukakuja kwa darasa. Siku hizi hata in the village nyumba inawekwa nini? Have you even noticed the carpet zenye ziko kwa market? Kuna ile ingine unaweza shika hivi unarue. Sijui inaitwa aje. But siku hizi kuna ingine hata ukiweka mguu hivi inapotea. Am I communicating? Now. So it means if you are in that particular industry, you have to understand how is life inaenda namna gani. Ndio usikue unaishi past. Alafu you say things are not working. No, it's you. Because sometimes we get very comfortable with the things that we know, and then we block the things that we don't know. Alafu unaanza kusema sisi huku kwetu tunafanyanga hivi. Then world imeshacha. Can I see nani ali receive letter this month? If you have received a letter, PO box. Can I see mwenye ame receive email? All those are letters but in a different. In fact, sijui nani wanafanya kazi posta. So what I'm trying to say is this. Every industry, there is a way it has been affected by what? Now with that idea, let's look about money. How money has been affected by what? Technology. And I'll talk about the first thing that we know. This is barter trade. Here, we dealt with goods and services. Then we moved to coin money, whereby we got the metallic coins. Hizi mimi ndio nilikuwa natoa Sunday school. Then we moved to paper money, whereby we have the notes. Then we moved to electronic money. And here we have ATM cards, loyalty cards, credit cards, na hizi bonga points and all that. Then we moved to digital money, whereby we have M-Pesa. And then we moved to cryptocurrency. And here we have digital coins. They normally say history repeats itself, but they don't tell us inajirepeat ikiwa namna gani. In most cases, when history is repeating itself, there must be some slight change. Like these are coins, but these are metallic coins. These are coins, but these are what? Digital coins. Tuko pamoja? I want to talk about number 4, number 5, and number 6. The rest, tuachane nazo. Let me talk about electronic money, because you are all aware of this. Maybe when you're wageni sana you are doing number 6, but I'll touch about it. Now, do we know Equity Bank? Now, Equity Bank is one of the biggest banks, not only in Kenya, but in East Africa. I want to give you the reason, one of the ways, why Equity wamegrow hivyo haraka. Hapo zamani kitambo, the thing called ATM card. Can I see mtu akona ATM card? Good. Kwa nikiomba pesa utasema hauna kitu tunaweza kutoa. Now, when we were growing up, ATM card was not for everybody in the community. It was for civil servants, and not also everyone. It also depends with your work group. Inaitwa hivyo? Job group, that one. So hii ATM ilikuwa na watu wachache sana. And when you have it, kuna that pleasure of going to ATM, unafinya hivi pesa inakuja. They used to feel so good. And if you are going to the village from the town, probably in Christmas, na utaki kupea watu pesa, una make sure umeenda na ATM. So ile pesa kidogo uko nayo ikiisha, juu hakuna ATM, wakikuuliza wanamwambia niko na pesa, kuna ATM, na unajua vizuri sana hapo. So you used to manage your issues on that. Lakini kuna mtu amenyimwa but sasa hata ukienda nayo mtatoa. But Equity Bank, they realized the guys with ATM cards are not the majority in the community. They realized kuna watu wa kaosh, kuna mama mboga, na kuna mtu wa nduthi. Then they said, anyone who is going to open an account with Equity Bank, we are going to give you ATM card. And you can deposit and withdraw as kidogo as 100 bob. Everyone akakimbia wapi? Equity Bank. Wakafungua nini? And just because of that, they grew very fast. Today, kila bank ilifuata hiyo mko. Sasa hiyo ukienda kufungua account hata they don't bother what you do. Provided umefungua nini? Kitambo it was not the thing. So, by Equity Bank embracing that new technology, they grew very fast. And maybe itakuwa ngumu sana the other banks wafikie. Tuko pamoja? So when you have that ATM card, you have money. Unaweza kuwa account yako iko na 2 million but you are here. Maybe account yako iko na 5 million and you are here. No one is aware. But hebu kuja hapa ukae na 2 million hapa, tutajua very fast. Wasiwasi ni mingi, unaangalia around and all that because of security issues. But because of ATM card, you can walk around na milioni zako and no one knows. You go to a hotel like this, you eat, you swap, you go home. You go to petrol station, you fuel your car, you go home. Money in plastic card. Tuko pamoja? Then there's also other money in those cards inaitwa bonga points. Sitaki kuuliza nani ako na simu hapa amepewa na Safaricom because of bonga points, but I'm very sure you have ever heard of somebody saying uko na bonga points unigawie nikachukue simu wapi? What does this mean? It means these bonga points are money, but they are not money that you can do what? The other points ni hizi za supermarket. Mimi I didn't know they are money until one day nilijipata Tuskys, Moi Avenue in Nairobi. And you know very well, men, sisi sio wazuri sana na kuandika shopping list. Hiyo ni kazi ya mama. So I knew very well niko na 11,000 with me. Nikaenda shopping. Si una pick tu. Kufika kwa counter zinahesabiwa, nikaona imepita 11. Nikikaa iko 12, iko 13. And very well najua niko na nini? 11,000. Now nikaanza kufikiria nani nitapigia simu na asianze kusema ungepiga jana. Unajua those are the stories. Nilikuwa nayo lakini nimetumia maadhe. So I was like, who can I trust? Because again, nikikaa hapo nita cause some delays and I will inconvenience other people. Now, kuangalia nyuma, there was a very beautiful young lady. And you see, men, we have our ego to protect. At what cost? So I said, am I really going to embarrass myself in front of this beautiful lady? I was not married. I don't think I had a girlfriend. So I was like, now, what will I do? Nikakumbuka niko na nini? Niko na card. Nikamuuliza, can you use this one? Yes. Akaswap. Ikatoa around 2,500. The lady didn't know nimetumia ATM ama ni bonga points nimetumia. But I saved my what? My ego. Especially that ego. Usiniulize kama nilichukua namba after that. But the point is, I saved myself with what? Loyalty points. Because they are what? They are money. Hiyo tuachie hapo. Let's come to M-Pesa. When M-Pesa came, not everyone who bought the idea. Once a bank, hawakuwa wanataka kusikia hii story. But today, every bank is a partner with what? What does this tell you? You cannot fight an idea whose time has come, especially on technology. It's not possible. It will always catch up with you. Wachungaji mpo? Can I see them? Kuna mchungaji hapa? Good. Where I come from, wachungaji walikataa sana Facebook. Where I come from. Wakasema ni Illuminati, ni ya nini, but with the time they realized they cannot do without what? And during COVID, they kept the church going, courtesy of what? Facebook. Amen to technology. Amen. So you cannot fight a technology whose time has come. Now, M-Pesa sitaongelelea sana, but you know, if you are here and you have like 20,000 in your M-Pesa, you have money, you cannot see them, you cannot touch, you cannot feel, but ukienda kwa M-Pesa utatoa. Then the other one is cryptocurrency, and I want to talk about cryptocurrency nikimalizia hii story. There are two types of money. There is fiat money, and this money, they belong to central banks. So it's centralized money. And I'm talking of things like Kenya shillings, USD, Uganda shilling, Tanzanian shillings, Uganda shilling, rands ya South Africa, naira ya Nigeria, and kwacha ya Malawi, and the rest. This money, they belong to central banks, and central banks make decision on that money. And I want to give you an evidence from our place hapa Kenya. Kitambo, every president akiingia kwa ofisi alikuwa ana print pesa iko na nini? Na picha yake. But hiyo story imefika mahali imeisha. Wakachora nini? Sasa picha iko na pesa iko na picha ya wanyama. Na Wakenya wanasema tangu pesa iwekwe picha ya wanyama inakimbia hawaioni. They also told us turudishe zile noti mzee ya 1000, tulianza na 1500 watupatie ingi. So if you are here na kuna hiyo tu pesa ulikuwa umeweka mahali, hata kama ni milioni ngapi, as long as ni mzee ni makarata, meaning that they make decisions on that money. If you go to your bank account sahi na unataka ku withdraw 10 million and it's your money, probably hata umesave for years, you'll have to explain. Na ni pesa yako, unapeleka wapi? What does this tell you? This money is what? Control. That is the word. Thank you so much. Let's clap for her. Clap vizuri ndio next time ukipata. Because this money is controlled. Sawa. Now, there are people who sat down, and these are not junior people, they are senior people, the people who control the economy of this world. Unajua hii Kenya, as a country, there are people who control the economy. Sindio? Today, Safaricom wafunge, Citizen wafunge, social media, you'll feel some pinch on economy. Ni watu wangapi wameajiriwa huko? How much they pay in terms of tax and all that. So in this world, as much, just the way Kenya we have people who control the economy, hata ulimwengu there are people who sit down and make decisions which affect the whole world. And I'm talking about the top rich in the world. We are talking of the guy of Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jack Ma, this guy of Facebook. Imagine tu amke leo amue amefunga Facebook. Kuna watu making a lot of money courtesy of what? Facebook. Kwa pamoja. Now these people one day they sat down and they came up with a currency that does not belong to any central bank, but it belongs to the whole world. You can use it anywhere. And these are the money, I'm calling them cryptocurrency. This money, they don't belong to central banks. They are not centralized money. They are the opposite. They are decentralized. And there are several coins. There are over 1,000 coins, the digital coins I was talking about. And the main coin is called Bitcoin. And Bitcoin was invented 208. Sitaongea sana kuhusu Bitcoin because my senior is around. anaweza kukosea mahali, sawa sawa. Then it was firstly used 2009 to buy pizza. Since this time, the value of Bitcoin has been growing based on the supply and demand. Today, one Bitcoin is around, we call it BTC, is around $19,000. This is like 1.9 M, but it's more than that if you convert with the rate. Now, this value goes up and down depending on the market forces of cryptocurrency. Now, when you have this kind of money, like you are here and you have Bitcoin, you can change it. If you are in Kenya, you can change it to Kenya shillings. If you are in Tanzania, you can change it to, if you are in South Africa, you can change it into what? Rands. Meaning that if you have Bitcoin, you have any other currency in the world. Tuko pamoja? Initially, if I have Tanzanian shillings, I can only use this money if I'm in Tanzania. If I leave Tanzania, this becomes paper, useless. But if I have Bitcoin, I can come to Kenya, I change some portion to Kenya shillings, I use it. Nikitoka hapa niende Tanzania with my Bitcoins, I change it into what? And this one you change in a platform called Binance. Sawa sawa? This is a topic for another day. What I need you to do is to get the difference and how it works. Now, there are two ways on how you can get Bitcoin. There is mining and there is trading. This mining, see layer social studies GHC. This one, you mine with computers. Sawa, and not every computer that can do what? Can do mining. And it's very expensive when it comes to power. As in, like most companies of mining, they were around 2018, 2017. And in Africa, you cannot have a company to do Bitcoin mining because it's very expensive. Most of the farms are in China, they were in China even up to today. And they make a lot of noise. Sawa. And you also need to have the skills on how to do it. But the other way, it's a bit easy and for everybody because what is trading? Buying and what? Selling. With the intention of making some profit. Everyone can buy, everyone can sell. Can sell. Kwa pamoja? Now, with that small information that I've given you, if I was to employ you, and of course, mnajua siwezi waajiri, sawa? But just assume I do. If you were to be employed, hata kama sio mimi, and you are given an option to be paid with a currency that you wish, which currency will you pick? Bitcoin. Are you sure? Yeah. Clap for yourself. And you have to clap well. If you have to clap, do it well. Now, if it's true you have said that if you were to be paid, you get paid in Bitcoins, hiyo shikilie hapo, I'll come back to that point. Tuko pamoja? I want to go back kidogo to the fiat money. We know very well there is no country that depends on itself. They have to import, they have to do what? Export. To export. And when you are doing this, you have to pay those goods with the currency of origin. If you are here and you are buying things from China, you are not going to pay with Kenyan shillings. The value will be what? Chinese. Sawa. Now, if I'm here in Kenya and I want to go to South Africa for some business, for whatever reasons, it means I'll have to go to bank and change my Kenyan shillings. In fact, not change, and buy. The correct word is buying, because somebody is making a profit. I'll have to go to, I have Kenyan shillings, yeah? I'll have to go to bank and buy US dollars. So that when I get to South Africa, I go and buy what? Rands. So that I can use them. Nikiwa wapi? Because nikienda na Kenya shillings hiyo ni makaratasi. Ndio? Nikifika South Africa, now I'm using the rands. Na nimemaliza biashara yangu ya South Africa. I have to go to Dubai. Before I go to Dubai, I'll again have to change this to US dollars again. and travel with US dollar. And depending with the amount, I have to explain. I'll be limited because this money is controlled, but it's okay. But I have to explain kama ni pesa mingi, but kama ni manageable, it's fine. So I'll have to go, with US dollar in Dubai. Once I get to Dubai, I'll have to change this to dirhams so that I can use it in Dubai. Tuko pamoja? If I have to go back to my country, Kenya, zile dirhams zimebaki, nitazichange tena to US dollar. Nikifika airport, I have to change them to Kenya shillings so that I pay my taxi and I go home. What was happening in this?
Buying and trading.
Very good. I'm trading. And as I do that, somebody is making money in the process. Usiniulize ni nani, but somebody must be making money. Tuko pamoja? Now, do we travel every day? Hata kama si wewe, hata kama hujaitoka Eldoret, don't worry. Some people are doing it for you. Every day kuna ndege inatua na kuna ingine inapa. Meaning that there is a business going on every day. Tuko pamoja?
Yeah.
Hizi zile biashara unasemanga season iko chini. Unajua kama ni February, you know very well ukiuza maua itaenda because of what? Valentine. You know very well if it's Christmas and you are selling clothes, unajua zitaenda because of the season. Ushaona the people do every business with the season. Ukikuja Feb atakuuzia maua. Mkutana Januari atakuuzia vitabu na uniform ya watoto. Sawa sawa? Now, this business we are talking about here, this one has no season. It has to happen every day. And in a day, it's around 7 trillion. Kenyan budget is around 3.5 trillion. So this is the kind of transaction which happens per day in this market. And what is happening? Whatever is happening here mmesema ni trading na nimeiongezea kitu inaitwa nini? Forex. So what this person is doing forex trading. Tuko pamoja up to that point. So you can say in simple terms, forex trading is an exchange of different currencies at different rates. So you can say that. Now, the key thing here is the different currencies and different rates. And where there is rates, that is where the business is. Kwa pamoja? Now I want to talk about forex trading. Are we together up to that point? Yes. When we were in primary, kuna walimu hapa. If you're here and you're a teacher, I must be giving something. Good. When we were in primary, we used to have this guy, alikuwa anaitwa as in Mr. Musioka, Peter. And he was the kind of a teacher, akiwa shule, hata kukohoa is a problem. Even for the teachers. The strict teachers, mnawajua, wale akiingia tu shule, atmosphere itachange. But we used to be very happy because at least once in a year, kuna ile annual meeting ya Mombasa ya headmasters. Up to today najua inakuanga. Si ndio? Inakuanga June. Good. Inakuanga June. So this guy, kuna specific taxi ilikuwa inamkujia. Tukiona hiyo tu imeingia kwa gate, tunajua at least we can do what? We can breathe. So si siku moja akakujiwa akaenda. Tukajua huyo for the next 1 week at least tutapumua, tutakohoa. Yes. But now after he left, within 30 minutes, it was around after lunch. Within 30 minutes, tukasikia bell. Hizo ni zile ulikuwa unagonga hivi. Kumbe tunaitwa assembly. Tukaanza kuulizana, sio lunch break. Hiyo bell si ile ya lesson imeisha. hatufukuzwi juu ya school fees because kama ni kufukuzwa tungefukuzwa asubuhi. So we were asking, what is it for assembly? Maybe there was a special what? Announcement. So sisi wote tukaenda wapi? Then the deputy came. Na akatuuliza, alituuliza in French. Bikiamba mwe mtu waite hata. Ezin. Akauliza, kufikia hapo mnasikia na wapeleka aje? You see, ameachiwa shule for by the headmaster and it's only 30 minutes. But you want to confirm to go aje up to that point. So that's why I'm asking you, up to this point. Go aje to sawa. So ni vizuri nijue tuko pamoja. So there are two types of forex trading. And the first one is called retail. And I'm very happy to see a long friend of mine who is a forex trader. Retail. And Ajijua, I'm so excited to see you here. Now, this forex trader, we call them as in they are individuals in the first place. And we call them small traders. They trade with small money. 50k, hata ngiri mbili you can trade. And these guys, they have to go to school, wanafunzwa, and most of them they have mwalimu anawafundisha. Sometimes you are given a demo account, una trade nayo lakini si pesa ya ukweli. Ukiona umeshika, unaanza kutrade na pesa ya ukweli. Now these guys not controlled by anybody. Akiamka asubuhi na aseme leo sijisikii hata trade na hakuna mtu atamuuliza. Sawa sawa? These guys are not registered. They have no any certificate. Wanaweza kuambia I'm a registered forex trader. And these guys are not regulated by anybody. Sometimes those who are doing very well, they'll tell you tuseme sina hiyo pesa mingi na trade na 10k naona naunda some capital profits. They'll tell you that leta pesa ni kwange na kutradia, then we agree on a certain percentage. Kama umenipea 100k, nitakuwa nakupea 10k every month. And they can even go to an extent to have a small office in town whereby you can always go and you have this specific day that you'll be expecting that 10,000 to come. These guys, when the market is good, they can make 100% profit. Upate hiyo siku alikuwa ana trade na 100k na ameunda 100k. Just imagine. Na atatembea around ya kuuliza who made 100k today. So when the market is good, they make a kill. They make good money. When the market forces of forex trading are good, they make what? But when the market is not good, they can also make 100% loss. Tuko pamoja? But when they are bringing you on board, they don't tell you this. Now, if I'm a retail trader, na tumeagree umenipea pesa yako, na I've been paying you very well, but ile tarehe na kupeanga profit yako ya 10k, if we have agreed on that, umenipigia kwanza ijakuja hiyo pesa, umepiga simu sishiki, hata the following day sishiki, what will come to your mind?
Call.
Nimekukall, very good. Nani amesema call tumpigie makofi? Tumpigie makofi. You think that person has called you, but you are forgetting he has been paying you. Now what happened? This guy, the market was not good and they lost everything. In fact, they say nimeblow account, and they are genuinely, they did it. Na ukikuja sana atakuambia kama ile sufuria ya bunwasi. Anything that gives birth
Also dies.
it also dies. So the money that I've been giving you 10k every month, it has, and because you have been making money, enda uuze ng'ombe, uuze mahindi, lete pesa nyingine tuendelee na biashara. And to be honest with you, hakuna kitu unaweza fanya huyo mtu, because he lost genuinely in the market. So he is not a con. It's only that the market was not good at that particular time. They survived, and because of the habit, si rahisi watoke kwa hiyo soko. Huyo mtu hata anaweza uza kiatu ndio kesho akuwe na capital nyingine afanye nini? Aendelee nayo. Because it's very addictive. Tuko pamoja? Now I want to talk about the second person. The type 2. The type 2 of forex trader anaitwa brokerage. And this one, these are huge firms. Kampuni kubwa kubwa, eh? They trade with huge money. They are registered. If it's in Kenya, kama iko Kenya utapata wako na certificate registered by the company. Inaitwa company what? Registrar, something like that. Then these guys, they are regulated by specific bodies. If it's international, there are those international bodies. Kama ni Kenya utapata ni CMA, Capital Market Authority. Utawapata wako na certificate yao. And these guys are controlled by the same bodies. The reason why these guys are controlled is because of the huge money that they are trading with. Mostly the money is not theirs. Hii ni ile pesa ya John, ya Mary, ya Jen, and Joseph. So because they are dealing with people's money, it's good they be correct, controlled, and somebody is regulating them. Tuko pamoja? Now these guys, when the market is good, they also make profit. And when the market is bad, they also make losses. Because when the market forces are good for forex traders, they are good to both of them. Either you are retail or you are what? Broker. Tuko pamoja? But the difference, these guys trade with only 10% of the capital. Meaning that if these guys, they have like 100 million as their liquidity, as their capital, they are only trading with what? Is it 10M? 10% of 100 million is what? 10 million. Meaning that if today the market was not good, meaning that if the market is not good, if they were to lose, they will only lose what? 10 million. So it means wako na balance ya? Meaning that kesho utawapata bado wako so? Na hawajakuambia uende ukauze kitu yoyote. They have not given you the story of Abu Nuwasi, sufuria. Sawa sawa? Now these guys, most of them, they tell you that in case you need your capital, you can get it. Kwa nini? They don't commit all their money into trading. Here they are only trading with 10 million, and it means they have another 90 imelala. So in case nilikuwa nimeinvest hata kama ni 20, they can easily give me my, and they will not affect their business. They'll still continue doing what? Now, these market forces of forex trading, they are determined by the superpower countries like Russia, Ukraine, UK, US, German, China, Japan, Australia, such kind of. Whatever is happening in those countries, they affect the what? The market, the forex trading. Now, mostly, you might know what is happening in those countries if you are watching international news, Fox News, CNN, BBC and all that. But mimi hapa, kama ni Nichodemus na niko hapa kwetu Eldoret, utapata niko Citizen TV, niko NTV. Kwanza hii last week imepita. You know we had a serious business with TV. So if there will anything positive or negative will happen in Russia, probably ilinipita because niko kwa Citizen TV. So mostly retailer traders, they really lose a lot. They are not easily, they don't easily get the information of what is happening. But these guys, they are always there to know what is happening in Russia. Kama Russia wanagonga Ukraine, wanajua haraka, so they know the market kesho itakuwa mzuri, and they may not even trade. Sawa sawa? Now, I want to ask, if you were to do forex trade, or if you were to associate yourself with a forex trading person, which one will you choose? Which one will you choose? This one. Reason? Walimu mnakumbuka ile swali ya there are those questions you are asked by the teacher, then you are told support your answer. So that is what I'm asking. Why brokerage?
Because they are
They are
controlled.
the money is safe. Sawa. The risk is very, that is the word. The risk is very low. Good. You have gotten it right. Nipigie makofi. Haya, unapiga vibaya. Nipigie makofi. Now, if I was to show you a brokerage firm that you can work with, would you be interested?
Yes.
So I can go ahead.
Yes.
At that particular time, I want to talk about Novatech as a brokerage. Makofi kwa Novatech. Mnapiga makofi ya uchoyo. I'll be training you after this. Bado haukupiga makofi. So I want to talk about now Novatech. So as I talk about Novatech, you know what I'm talking about in the first place. And if you want to do research, your due diligence, hapa Novatech ongeza fx.com. That is our website. You can go and do what? Do research. Tuko pamoja? Now, this company is a brokerage firm registered in US. And Estonia. I want to say something about Estonia. Estonia is in North Europe. Now, if you know me as your friend, na nikuambie siku hizi I'm doing a German machine, what comes to your mind?
Mercedes.
I'm doing a serious car, eh? Be my wife, VW, Audi, and the rest. Yeah? Yeah, iko bado German. It's a German machine. Now, if I'm doing as in I'm not doing very well with my health, and I tell you that I'll not be around, I've gone to India. Which comes to your mind? Treatment. Kwa nini? Because you know they are good at what? In medicine, right? I tell you that Kenya has sent their soldiers for training in Egypt, what comes to your mind? Quality soldiers, because they are the best when it comes to. In fact, I don't think that they have ever been defeated in any war. Now, I won't ask if you hear of Kenya what comes to your mind, because I know it might be a lot. Tourism. Good. By the way, you are good. Tourism. Niache kutu. Sawa. Now, we are somewhere. Now, when you hear of najua huku kuna Wasili, but we know very well kuna Uber, kuna Bolt, and the rest. Those systems of Uber things, they are done at Estonia. And you heard very well, I don't know, but they said IBC, they are using blockchain technology. What I'm trying to say is that when it comes to IT matters. The best is from what? So when I came to Novatech and I heard that, and I was shown that they are registered in Estonia, I was like, this is a serious website. Kwa pamoja? And if you know how to analyze website, ukienda kuiangalia, utaona hii si yenye imetengenezewa hapa Eldoret ama River Road Nairobi. Sawa? Something else about US, because Novatech, they are dealing with the money. US government, they are known to be the best when it comes to protect their citizens from money. Good. Now this company has been there since 2019. Then I said, if this company has survived in US for more than 3 years, then this company is not a scam. That is me analyzing. Where else you end up analyze after this? Good. Now the lady behind this is called Cynthia Petion, and the husband called Eddie Petion, and there is Ricardo Roy. He's the IT guy. These are the people I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Linus. And I proudly say my mentor was there when this thing was happening. He may not be one of the directors, but he was also there. Now this company, after that, it started what? Doing business. There are 2 ways on how you can become a member of Novatech. You can do MT5 account and you'll still be a member. Meaning that here you will trade for yourself. These are the people who have done training on forex trading. But even if you are a forex trader, you will need a website which will expose you to the market so that you can do what? You can trade for yourself. And as a trader for yourself, you have to be in the market every time you are trading. You have to have the laptop and all that. But whether you make money or not as a trader, at the end of the month you have to pay the company because you are using their what? Their website. Ni kama if we have a mall here, kuna moja iko pale mzuri sana sijui inaitwa aje. Ukitoka Diamond. That one. Kama umeweka kabuchari hapo, mwingine ameweka chemist, mwingine salon na mwingine kinyozi, at the end of the month, whether ulinyoa watu ama huko wanyoa, lazima ulipe rent ya mwenye nini? Mall. So as an MT5 trader, you have to pay Novatech at the end of the month, whether you are making money or not. So that is one way how you can be part of Novatech, and that is why one way of how you can make what? Make money. And when you make, the profits are yours. So then there are other people when they don't know how to trade, and even if they know, they are very busy. So for them, they will have these accounts, PAM accounts, permanent percentage allocation management module. These are people who will come on board as investors. And these people, money will work for them. Novatech, they have 40 traders, professionals. And they have employed these people so that they can trade for these people who cannot trade for themselves. Kwa pamoja mpaka hapo? Now, when they trade for you, there is a percentage you get at the end of the month. Sorry, at the end of the week. Kwa pamoja? So I want to talk about this person in details. So as an investor of Novatech, I want us to check this. What do we do? Every time you are joining a company, it's always to know which business are they doing. So Novatech is a registered meta trade broker, tuko pamoja, operating its own trading platform with one of the deepest liquidity pools in the industry. And what do they offer? That is it. Farm account, MT5, cryptocurrency payment gateway, and exclusive affiliate program. Right? That is the third one. I'm number 2. Tuko pamoja? Hapa ndio niko. Now, as an investor, and you have invested whatever amount, you earn 3 to 4% of your capital weekly. Meaning that if you have invested like 100K, 3% of this, the minimum, will be how much? 3,000. Sawa. If it's for month, it will be like 12K. Kwa pamoja, this is monthly, this is weekly. That is an investor. Now, I want to say something, especially for the people. I told you that when I was starting, I told you that I want to take you through in a way that you don't make the mistake that I did. Tunaambiangwa Yesu alikufa juu ya dhambi zetu. Sasa mbona ukufe juu ya dhambi zako tena? Amen. So I once got into a company and it told me that we will be paying you daily 2%. Sometimes they can tell you that we are going to pay you even 1% daily or even more. But let me tell you the truth. There is no trader, genuine trader who is trading, who can pay you daily. Hakuna. It's not possible. Reason being, unaweza kuwa umeweka trade kama asubuhi ina run, haijafunga hata, but at that particular time is running on negative. Na jioni imefika. What will you pay? You'll have to wait mpaka hata iende mpaka kesho. Hata inaweza enda siku 3 ikirun. Na kama kuna trade hapa, I know mkono na confirm hii story. Kuna trade hapa? Is there a forex trader here? Okay. So, najua wako. Mmoja ni huyu. So it's not possible to pay daily kama una trade. So it means if this person has told you that I will be paying you daily, mostly utapata that person is not paying you from the profit they are making, because it's not possible to make profit what? Daily. Am I making sense? Yes. So if I tell you that I'll be paying weekly, it means this person has the whole week to trade. There are days atatengeneza loss, there are days atatengeneza profit. Na atafanya average na ataweza kunilipa kulingana na uwezo wa. So when I found that Novatech are paying weekly, then I said these guys are really doing what? Trading. Something else on the percentage. It's not possible to pay a constant percentage because you don't even know at the end of the week mambo itakuwa namna gani. So if I tell you that I'll be paying you 2%, ni kama umenifinya hapa mpaka nikulipe hiyo 1%, but I'm giving you 1% and I don't even know how much I will make. But if we have not agreed on a specific rate, I'll always be paying you depending on the outcome of the market. So when I realized that Novatech are paying on average 3 to 4%, I said, then these guys are really doing what? Trading. Kwa pamoja? Can you encourage me? Alright. Let me say, Melissa. Let me say Mary. If we have Mary here, and we have Nico here, and I have my 100K, and Mary ako na 100K yake, na mimi nimeweka pesa tuseme bank, because when we were growing up tuliambiwa pesa zinaekangwa kwa bank, sawa sawa. Lakini Melissa hapa ameinvest na Novatech. At the end of the month, Melissa, let's work with the minimum. Melissa kona ngapi? So, on top of what? 100. Tuseme mimi na Melissa tunalipa rent. Hatukai nyumba zetu. I know anakaa kwake. It's just an example. Let's say we are paying 10,000 per month. Hii mwezi tulipe rent. Niko amebaki na 90. Melissa hapa amebaki na 102 because 10 atatumia abaki na 2. Next month tulipe rent. Niko ako na 104. Are you getting the math?
Yes.
By this time tuko that month, Melissa ako na 17 na Niko ako na 106. And all of them they have been paying what? After 10 months, Niko atafungiwa nyumba. But Melissa ataendelea kufanya nini? Kulipa rent. The difference between Mary and Nico is because there is something Melissa knows. Nichodemus ajui. Kwa pamoja. Money is working for Mary, but this one hata hatuwezi endelea. Sawa. So this one is working for money.
Yes.
And he will work so hard, at least next month akuwe na 100 ingine. But maybe I may not even need another 100. And I'll continue doing what? Sawa. Na nikikutana na Melissa kama si mtu mzuri, nikimuuliza naona hujaifungiwa rent nini nyumba, ananiambia ni Mungu. Lakini si Mungu. There is something, okay, sorry. Ni Mungu. For sure ni Mungu. But on top of that, there is something. Kuna something Melissa anajua. Yenye niko because pia niko ako na Mungu, si ndio? All of them wako na Mungu. So you have to understand how money works. Ndio uache kusema watu wako Illuminati. Uache kusema watu wako wash. In fact, 2 weeks ago I was training in Embu University, not Embu but Meru University. And one of the lecturers akaniambia, do you know, saa zingine students ndio wanasukuma gari yangu ama wananikuamulia battery ile inaitwa yes. But ukiangalia zile magari ma student wanaendesha, they are nowhere closer to what lecturers are doing. Now wakifanya, or they used to say they come from rich families, but kufuatilia they are now making their families rich, but they come from very humble background because they have understood forex trading and crypto trading. And just for that reason, they joined our business. Kwa pamoja? What I'm trying to say is this. Ukweli wa mambo ni kwamba the things mababu zetu walifanya kutajirika, they are not the things we are going to use kutajirika. Things have changed. Things have changed. Utapata kama mtu amemaliza campus tu hivi na hajaajiriwa mahali is richer than mtu amefanya kazi na akaretire na hajaiona hiyo pesa. The difference between these two because of evolution of what? Of money. Siku hizi hata kama wewe ni muimbaji au utazunguka huku ukituuzia CD ama those steps, you just need to make what? The skiza tune. Nitumie code, nitaweka kwa simu yangu, you will be making money from the comfort of your what? Upload kwa YouTube, I'll be watching it, you'll be making money. Just making money smart. Sawa? Now, something else about this EPAM account. No experience needed. This one I can talk. And they do it as in you don't need to do anything. They are automated. And there is online support whereby in case you need any help, utaipata kwa haraka sana. Yesterday they were not at work. Do you know why? Kama ulifungua account yako jana, hapo kwa announcement, you were told supports are not. Reason being? Yes, it was Labor Day for US.